Hello everyone, welcome back to my class. Today I am going to explain value added method or output method or product method of national income. While estimating national income, most complicated method in my view is product method. It is a very confusing one also, but if you follow my class, I believe all your doubts will be clear. So I am going to explain the steps which are followed in product method, or you can say value added method or output method. So the first step is classification of production units into primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. Primary sector, secondary sector, which is also called manufacturing sector or industrial sector, and tertiary sector, which is also called service sector. Primary sector is producing, or primary sector is related to agricultural output, which are related to natural resources. Secondary sector is related to manufacturing of final goods, that is conversion of raw materials or inputs into output, transformation of inputs into output, that is coming under manufacturing sector. In service sector, we include those entities which are producing intangible commodities, that will be included in service sector. So first task is to classify, that is classification of production units into primary, secondary and tertiary sector. The second step is to estimate gross value added at market price. The second step is to estimate gross value added at market price for all the sectors, all the farms in all the sectors, that is primary, secondary and tertiary. Now gross value added, how we measure that one? The formula is gross value added at market price is calculated as value of output minus intermediate cost. If we deduct the value of intermediate cost from value of output, we will get gross value added at market price. Now you can ask me, what is intermediate cost? Intermediate cost means the cost of raw materials which are used during the production. Again, there is another question, what is value of output, or how can we estimate the value of output? This is also very easy. Value of output means your output, that is quantity produced into market price. The value of output can be measured by how much quantity have been produced in the market into or multiplied by their market prices. Suppose this marker pen, 30 marker pen has been produced and its market price is 25. Suppose the marker pen, 30 marker pen has been produced and its market price is 25. So the value of output will be 750 rupees. And intermediate cost, suppose the cost of producing this one, cost of raw materials is suppose 300 rupees, cost of raw material. So the value added will be 750 minus 300. It will be how much? 450 rupees. It will become 450 rupees. So this way we can estimate GVA/MP for each sector. Next, what we will have to do is that we'll have to add the gross value added at market price in three different sectors. That is primary sector, this is secondary sector, and this is tertiary sector. So gross value added at market price in three different sectors, if we add them, we will get gross domestic product at market price. And once we have got gross domestic product at market price, we can find out the following steps, that is GDP MP. If we deduct from this minus depreciation, we will get NDP MP. Again, NDP MP minus NIT, net indirect tax. So net indirect tax is related to market price. So we will get NDP FC. And this is your domestic income. NDP FC means domestic income. Our NDP FC means domestic income. And next step is NDP FC plus NFIA, net factory income derived from abroad. If we add these two components, we get NNPFC, which is also called national income. NNPFC means net national product at factor cost. So these are the different steps in estimation of national income by product method, or you can say value added method or output method. Now I am going to explain the different precautions that should be taken while estimating national income by product method. The first one is the value of only the final goods should be included in national income while estimating or while using product method in estimation of national income. We should not include the value of intermediate goods. That is, we should include the value of final goods only that has been produced in the current year, and the value of intermediate goods should not be included because the intermediate goods are not yet final goods and the value is to be added there. Second precaution is there, the value of own account production. The value of own account production should be included. That is, if private individual or private entities or private companies are producing something for its own use, that should be included in national income. Its value should be included. Say for example, one factory is constructing one boring well for water, drinking water or for its own use, it will be included. A household, an individual family is digging one well for water, that should be included in national income. Next one is the value of goods used for self-consumption. The value of goods which are produced for self-consumption should be included because the value can be expressed in terms of money. But the services produced for self-consumption should not be included. So the value of goods produced for self-consumption should be included. Say for example, someone is producing vegetables in his garden, so that should be included in income because he can estimate its value, 1 kg potato or 1 kg chili or 1 kg tomato. Its value can be measured, so it should be included in his income or it should be included in GDP. But services should not be included. The value of services produced for self-consumption should not be included. Say for example, I am giving tuition to my children. So how much should I charge for them or how much should be the income that I cannot measure. The value or the service that I am giving to my son, I cannot measure it. To what extent I am giving him service because I am not getting or taking any tuition fee for that. So since its value cannot be measured, it will not be included in national income. Next one is the value of second-hand goods should not be included. Simple logic or simple reason is that the second-hand goods have already been included in national income in that year when it was produced. But very interesting thing is that the commission received by the brokers to sell the second-hand goods will be included in national income because the brokerage charge is the current year's output. He is giving services in the current year, and this will have to be noted that as many times the second-hand goods will be sold, the brokers will get brokerages that many times, and every time he gets the brokerage, it will be included in the national income. So these are the precautions that we should take while estimating national income by product method.